And how's it going, guys? Lucia, and today I'm gonna bring you a Battlefield commentary. This is not a live commentary like I usually do, but instead it is a post commentary where I will talk about what is going on in the world of Battlefield. Today's topic is what kind of scenario I think Battlefield 5 will be set in. As you might know, DICE and EA is hosting a live stream this upcoming Friday where they will reveal the next installment of the Battlefield franchise. And so far we've got no info on what the scenario will be, and the community is going at it with their own theories, and now it's my turn to give my 2 cents on what this is going to be like. So far the only info that I have to go on is the supposed title of the game, which is going to be Battlefield 5 Eastern Front. This title is not confirmed yet, but it has popped up in a lot of different places, and I think it could be accurate. So based on that title, here is 3 scenarios that I think could be where the next Battlefield game is going. For the first scenario, I'll just get the obvious out of the way, and it's going to be set in World War II. It is going to be the Red Army versus the Nazi SS on the Eastern Front in 1941 to 1942, and that is an obvious scenario that I just can't ignore to bring up. Going back to a World War II setting is something that I would welcome with open arms if that is the case, because we haven't seen that in a while from the Battlefield franchise. Lately there's been so many modern and near future scenarios in AAA first-person shooters that going back in time would be a breath of fresh air. Just the thought of killing my enemies with an MG42 or a PPASH or taking out a Tiger tank with a T-34 just gets me excited and pumped to play another World War II game. If DICE is going with this scenario, it will be, in my opinion, a very good move, because like I said before, we haven't seen many World War II shooters from AAA developers in the last like 5 years or something like that, so it will be a welcome addition in my opinion. The second scenario I can think of is set during the Cold War, and it's going to be between the US and the Soviet armies. This is not going to follow the actual history of the world, but it's going to be set in an alternate universe where the Cold War broke out in a full-scale warfare. Starting in Berlin, the US has pushed the Soviets back to the Baltics, and that is where we come in. Going with the weapons of the 60s but mixed with some of the experimental weaponry of that time sounds like a great way to do a Cold War scenario. To my knowledge, no other AAA title has done this scenario, but I could of course be wrong on that one. If you ask me, this would be the option that I would look the most forward to. The last scenario is going to be Modern Warfare set during World War III. Set a couple of years from now, Putin has invaded all of Ukraine and has set his eyes on the rest of Eastern Europe. To try and stop this, the armies of Europe combine to try and push the Russian invaders back. The weapon selection will be modern like we see now in Battlefield 4, but mixed with a few newer, never seen before firearms. This is a scenario that I would least like to have out of the 3 that I can think of, and it's because, like I said before, we have so many Modern Warfare type of first-person shooters lately that this just wouldn't stand out enough. But if this is the scenario that is chosen, I won't say that I wouldn't play it. I just won't play it with as much enthusiasm as I would with some of the other scenarios that I have presented for you right here. So there you have it, my 3 theories to what the next Battlefield title could be like. What do you think the next Battlefield title will be? Please let me know in the comments down below. And I do hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, a like is also appreciated, as well as a comment down below. And as always, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.